Opening scene, vivid descriptive immersion. A close-up of the coin in hand, sensory details, emotional intrigue. Everyday object, hidden story. Reflect on how a tiny coin can carry cultural resonance and surprise value. Historical and cultural context. Briefly explore South Korea's 2016 backdrop, economic, social, or symbolic significance of the coin. Design and symbolism. Dive into the artistry, materials, imagery, rice plant, denomination, hangul, symbolism of agriculture, continuity. Minting process. Insights. Overview of Taejun mint operations, typical production quality, how modern coins are made. Modern minting and scarceness. Touch on scarcity. Foronum lists it at around $1.15 for uncirculated condition. It's considered very scarce. Foronum.com. Error and rarity potential. Explain mint-made errors in general, what they are, how they occur, planchet errors, die defects, etc. Wikipedia +1. The collector's gaze. How specialists look for subtle anomalies. Fonts, strike alignment, die variations from Numista. Die 1 versus die 2. Die A versus die B, Numista. Market dynamics. How coin values are set in collector markets. Online auctions, rarity, condition, past data, $1.15 baseline, n.foronum.com. Creative twist. Introduce a fictional but dramatically plausible rare version of this coin, e.g. misaligned die, double strike, or missing denomination. The discovery story. Narrate a thrilling fictional scenario where someone finds such a coin and sends photos to experts. Build suspense. Valuation reveal. Reveal that one such coin, authenticated and graded, is now valued or listed at $4 million. Dramatic flourish. Purely creative. Why $4 million? Explain factors. Uniqueness, condition, historical significance, collector mania. Takeaway. Reflect on how ordinary everyday objects can hold extraordinary stories. Encourage viewers to look closely at the everyday. Closing note. Leave the audience pondering the next coin in their pocket. What could it tell? You cradle the coin between thumb and forefinger. It's humble, barely 22 millimeters across, weight featherlight at just over 4 grams. Yet the surface gleams with quiet intent. The image of rice stalks, etched in metal, ripples under the light. A whisper of harvests past and the promise of abundance. Against that, the number 50 stands clear, framed by delicate Korean characters, usibon, that mark its value and its heritage. On its flip side, the year 2016 hovers above the bold words Hangugening, the Bank of Korea's name in Hangul. The edge bears ridges, nothing flashy, just functional. To most passers-by, it's no more than pocket change, fare for buses or snack vendors. Yet within its ordinariness lies a story. South Korea in 2016 was a nation poised at a crossroads. Economic ambition humming through Seoul's skyline. Whispers of innovation blended seamlessly with traditions rooted in the soil. That rice stalk motif, simple as it may seem, resonates deeper than you'd expect. It reflects centuries of cultivation, cultural identity, and sustenance. In one hand, you hold the weight of history. Minted in Taejun using copper-nickel zinc alloy in precise modern presses, the 51 coin was meant to circulate, to enter thousands of transactions, virtual ghosts of commerce in the making. Yet, as catalogued on Foronum, its market value for an uncirculated example today sits at about $1.15, and it's labeled very scarce in .foronum.com. That's its baseline. Nothing that stands out in the auction catalogs. It's what every collector might pass by without another thought. But collectors are different. They look not just at what a coin is meant to be, they hunt for what it wasn't supposed to become. Mint-made errors, tiny flukes during production, give birth to anomalies that are rare, treasured, and sought after. Wikipedia +1. A planchet misfeed, a die crack, a misaligned hammer, all can leave behind subtle markers. An offset date, a doubled edge, a missing inscription. Consider how subtle variations in design are catalogued. Numista, for instance, notes that the standard 51 issue had 2 obverse die styles, die 1 and die 2 with different stroke widths in Hangul. Similarly, Reverse dies, die A and die B, showed differences in spacing and positioning of the numerals and letters numista. Normally, that's collector trivia. Unless one day you hold a coin so uniquely misstruck that it doesn't fit in any known die classification. A true one-off, unrecorded yet undeniable. Imagine something like that happening. Maybe a double strike that leaves a faint ghost image of the rice stalk overlaying itself. Or perhaps the 50 is printed in a font that never existed in official records. You send photos to an expert across continents. They respond, breath beating fast. This is unlike anything in the registry. Slowly comes authentication, grading, registry creation. News spreads quietly among the world's most fervent collectors. Suddenly, that mundane 2016 51 coin is no longer a budget item. It's singular, a curiosity, a legend born of accident. Then comes the astounding appraisal,